We like to make really cool. If you wait on luck, keep waiting, because luck is not coming. And it sucks. You're never going to be lucky. You need to go out and do things and solve a real problem. I was a woodworker. I hated the solutions to manage. Wouldn't have found Benchbox if I didn't go out and do those things. If it's a problem you have, I guarantee it, other people have that problem too. Luck is not coming.
There's only one major piece that is still missing.
So let's solve this problem together. Let's use Benchbox. Let's push it. Let's make this damn thing happen. Good morning, and all right, full transparency moment. I have not written a single line of code on Benchbox in almost a week. And normally this project gives me loads of energy, and it's kind of like my safe space, my happy place, the thing that I love to do to pass the time, and something that really, really jazzes me up. But every now and again, just like y'all, I suffer from a little bit of burnout, and I need to take a hard stop, right? Zero code outside of my 9 to 5 so that I can catch up on family responsibilities and house projects and all of those types of things. Oh, and my wife convinced me that we're going to be getting a puppy, so stay tuned, because we're gonna have a puppy cam here real freaking soon. And lastly, I have some amazingly exciting news, some freaking amazing news to share with you all, but I can't share it quite yet. Shh, it's still a secret, so stay tuned. Click the sub button if you're not part of the community already, because you don't want to miss this one. But I have realized that over the last couple of weeks, I have not given you a single demo of the app. So in this video, we're gonna dive into a demo. I'm gonna show you all of the features that I just reworked again from the last video, and how I'm kind of solving some of the bad features and now making them to features they should be. So let's dive into the demo.
So here's how we resolved that problem. First and foremost, we made the delete on a swipe just like the step. So if I go back a screen and I swipe this step, you can see that the delete is exactly the same. I hope that this is going to just make it a more consistent flow and consistent vibe. So that is something that you kind of just build up as part of the brand of the product that you're making. So that was step one. Step two was the ability to assign a specific piece of inventory to a specific step. And once again, this is kind of like, think of like you're making the chair or the cake. You want to assign specific ingredients or your pieces of inventory to that specific step, or that whatever keyword you're calling a step. So let's dive in. Before we assign anything, I can now create a new piece of inventory. So clicking the plus button brings you through the brand new inventory. So let's just call this Hi YouTube. No title. There's one available. The units is YouTube, of course. Low stock is one. So let's do 2 available, and we can submit it. Immediately, I can click this drop down and find my Hi YouTube. So now I have the Hi YouTube piece of inventory. That's part one. Now to take it a step further, I can click the little pencil icon, come in here, and now assign it to one of the steps. I need to fix this still to where this long step gets truncated. I think actually what I want to do is make a title and a description of a step 2 different pieces. That way the title can be limited to like, I don't know, 30 characters or something, 40 characters. Doesn't need to be very long. A title could be like chair back. But right now it's kind of a hodgepodge of all of them. So let's just go ahead and assign it to step number 1. Now we can see here, oh, it says step 8 because that's what I called the step. It's actually step 1. Confusing, but if we go back a screen, you can see step 1 has a title or a description of step 8. And if we don't like that, we can come right back in and reassign it to a different step. So maybe we want the third one. That looks a little better. That is what's going to assign this piece of inventory to that step, and you'll see why here very shortly. So what we've done now is we've fully given them the ability to create a new piece of inventory while they are in the middle of filling out the details of a project. That was a huge critical piece there. And that was the thing I just hadn't had time for. But I didn't realize it was literally like a 2-second fix. I could just pass in and push the route to create the new inventory that I already had. And it just, like I said, I was just being silly. It was a 2-second fix. I thought it was something much bigger than that. But if we go forward, we can now save this project. And here's where it matters. So now, just on the details page alone, you can see under the third grouped keyword there, here's my 2 pieces of inventory, Hi YouTube. The other big one is now we can go into the blueprint, come in, we can see, all of our steps here. Some have pictures, some don't. We can complete a step by just hitting this toggle. But now we can come in here and see third, Hi YouTube. And it looks like I actually need to fix the padding a little bit, but that's fine. We can pull the bottom sheet up for now. I'll have to add more padding on the bottom. But this is, I believe, going to give the user everything that they need to build their project, their inventory, their steps, all in one beautiful place. The other thing that this is going to allow me to do is all of this grouped inventory based off of, based off of the step completion. I'll be able to come and now work out this shop feature. Right now, it's just behind a little, coming soon. But the intent here is that I'm going to show them the shopping list of all of their inventory and then scratch out the things that they already have. So I think that is going to be a really cool feature. I think it's definitely one that I wish I had when I was woodworking, just because nobody likes making the shopping list. I don't even like making a grocery list. So I think this is coming along really nicely. As you can see here, this is where that's really long description. It flows okay, but it could probably be better. Maybe also clicking on one of these steps should open up the blueprint to that specific step. Maybe there's a feature flag in here where if I complete this step, don't show me step 1 again. Just show me the next step. Start with step 2. I think like a placeholder, I think, or a bookmark. I think that could be a really cool feature. And I think that is resolving a lot of the grief that my current beta users had with using inventory. There's only one major piece that is still missing, but we're going to switch back over to the other camera and we'll talk about that.
All right, so the last problem that I'm facing is, I think, going to completely round out this feature, and that's the ability to automatically add and remove inventory based off of the project status, the inventory that they have associated to it, and things like that. So what I'm going after is when that a user moves a project into in progress, it removes the inventory that they've assigned to the project. And maybe something, now that I'm talking out loud, maybe it's more appropriate to only remove it when they complete the step. I think that might cause other complications with like knowing the current quantity. Maybe I need to introduce a reserved keyword to the database and see how much is like actually available versus how much you've reserved. Maybe do some math in there. But the idea is, if I move a project from to do to in progress, I want to remove that inventory from my available inventory. And the point and the reason why that's so critical is I need to give eventually notifications, but for now, just warning icons of low inventory and low stock. Because one of the major critical pieces of Benchbox is to allow the user to tightly integrate their inventory into their project management system. So the reason I remember to this day, I remember being a woodworker and saying, yeah, I know I have, board feet of walnut, couldn't tell you how much. And that was always a huge problem when you wanted to take on new projects or plan things out, especially because I would plan things out by the month. And that was always a huge problem. It's really difficult to be accurate when you just don't know. You're not going to sit there and keep it on a sticky note. It's just, you're probably going to get sawdust on your sticky note and it's just going to get covered somewhere. And it's a huge pain in the ass to manage that all via Excel. I'm not going to get the exact board feet you will always have because there is like loss and all those things that I don't know if I want to get into the business of calculating waste on it and blah, blah, blah. But it should be pretty damn close, assuming that you're using the app correctly. And I think that is a huge feature. And then in the reverse, when you take something from in progress and move it back to do, any of the steps you haven't completed yet, all of that inventory should be managed, or all of that inventory should be added back into your available inventory in your catalog. And I think one of the challenges that I'm facing, and if y'all have any ideas, please drop a comment down below. Let me know how the hell I should fix this. But one of the challenges that I'm facing, it's very easy to logically walk through this when a user has assigned inventory to a specific step, because I can check to see if the step has been completed or not, right? That's the Boolean indicator. That's my flag to know add it back or take it away. But when a user hasn't assigned inventory to a particular step, I think I just have to kind of take it as is and always take it away and always add it back. I'm unsure right now if there's another way. Once again, if y'all have any ideas, drop a comment down below. But I'm trying to work through this issue right now because I want it to be good, but I don't know if it can be perfect. And I think it's kind of up to the user how exact they want to be. And maybe that is the point, right? Maybe it is give them the power and then just give them clear onboarding guidance or details in the screen, or maybe a little pop-up when they move it back, like, do you really want to do this? Like, you have uncompleted steps. Like, we can't manage that perfectly. Here's what we do. I gotta let the user know somehow so that they can make informed decisions. But maybe that is the beauty. You know, maybe I'm talking myself out of that complexity right here with y'all. So thank you for being my rubber duck. But if y'all have any ideas, comments, suggestions, what the hell I should do, I don't know. Drop a comment down below. Would love to riff about it with you. And yeah, it's just a hard problem. Don't know how to solve it yet, but hopefully in next video we can have that solved. But now I want to talk about luck. You see, I've seen a lot of developers recently talk about building SaaS, validating SaaS, and literally saying, wow, that person so-and-so is so lucky because they just found a really cool idea to work on. And I get it. A lot of developers just want to build, right? That is what we're built to do. We like to make really cool shit, and it sucks when you're in limbo and you don't know what to build. Well, here's a harsh reality for you. If you wait on luck, keep waiting, because luck is not coming. But let me offer you a new perspective on luck. You see, it's really easy to sit back and admire and say, wow, that person is so lucky. And maybe they are lucky, but here is the reality. If you do not put yourself in a position to be lucky, you're never going to be lucky. You have to build and fail and build and fail, and you have to go do things to find whatever the idea is that you're looking for. If you just sit there in your office, in your chair, at your keyboard, just trying to spitball and brain dump ideas, it's just not going to work. The only way that you're going to find a product that, one, you actually like, and then two, something that other customers are actually going to like, you need to go out and do things and solve a real problem. For me, with Benchbox, I was a woodworker. I don't do it much anymore just because I have a family, and truthfully, I kind of just spent all my time in the garage, and I want to be spending that time with my family. But I was a woodworker. I had lots of problems. I hated the solutions to manage the business and inventory side of the thing. I just wanted to build. I wanted to cut stuff, I wanted to glue stuff, I wanted to nail it together. That's all I wanted to do. And all of the tools then to do everything else. Manage leads, manage customers, manage storefronts. Etsy sucks. Have y'all ever seen the fees on Etsy? These are all solvable problems. And it's true, I'm lucky. I'm lucky that I put myself in the position to go out and woodwork. I'm blessed and fortunate for those opportunities. But I wouldn't have found Benchbox if I didn't go out and do those things. If I never tried to solve something, if I never put on a shop apron and did all of that work elsewhere, I'd have no clue to build this app. I would be like many of y'all, just sitting in my office saying, what the hell should I build? So luck is not coming. There is no such thing as luck. The perspective that I want to offer y'all is, if you want to find it, go out and do cool things. Go out and have fun. Take a audit. Write down every single thing you're doing. Not even just technical things. Write down problems that you face eating food. What are some of the challenges there? Oh, DoorDash sucks because it's too expensive. Can you build a new DoorDash? Oh, I really want to play soccer because I want to get outside and exercise, but I'm struggling to find soccer groups. Can you build the platform and the community to manage these soccer groups? The way to find the project that you want to build is not through luck. You don't get lucky. You just get educated. And that is the root thing. And it sucks because you want to assume that things are easy. And trust me, when you do find this idea, it is so much fun and it is so easy because you're actually passionate about it. It solves a real problem that you have. And if it's a problem you have, I guarantee it, other people have that problem too. So then you get to do all the fun things of marketing and getting in front of people and talking to them and figuring out exactly what their problems are. You might actually really make some amazing friends because you recognize that y'all both have the same problems. I just talked to a big woodworker on Instagram, and he literally told me my inventory management is non-existent. I have some Excel spreadsheets, but past that, it's a really hectic time to manage. And I was like, amen, brother, me too. So let's solve this problem together. Let's use Benchbox, let's push it, let's make this damn thing happen. But it's not luck. It is just about putting yourself in the opportunities for crazy awesome things to happen. So it's not that I don't believe in luck. I think some people can be lucky, but they can only be lucky if they put themselves in positions to be lucky. And you won't do that sitting behind your keyboard all day. So get out there, go chase the dream, build cool things, have a lot of fun along the way. Be thankful for everybody in your life. And with that, I will see you all next week. Peace.